What is up, guys? I hope you're all doing well today, and welcome back to another Awaken video. So this wrap-up marks the 1 month of playing on the Elite Only account, and it's been a really good time. We're going to go ahead and start by going over the last bit of progress we've made this last week, so we'll go ahead and start here in the Heroes. So the main things that have happened is I've upgraded a little further into Raji's Glyphs, so we are close to moving on to the Epic or Purple Rarity ones, which I believe we will need to get into the Mythic campaign in order to get. I brought Freya up to level 55 star because I really need her help in the Queen of Tides dungeon. She seemed to be doing really well there, and so I decided that that being the dungeon I'm focusing on, she would be the next one to bring up to 50. And then I've built into her gear a little bit more, getting a decent attack set from clearing more of the campaign, which we'll get to here in a moment. So she's doing pretty good. We're clearing the Queen of Tides dungeon. I want to say it's stage 6, quite a bit faster now. And then, let's see, I brought up Rhodira because she's the only other healer that I have found right now that's not Connor and red affinity, so I really need the green affinities for my Queen of Tides runs. So she's slowly being worked on to add into that team comp, along with Anna here, who is my other next one. So these two here, they're going to be the next two on the agenda. And then, in the different dungeons, so all the No Man's Land are all still pretty much where we left them. I haven't done a whole lot with here besides get a few extra shards for some abilities on the new characters, but not a whole lot going on here. Queen of Tides, as I said, we are able to clear stage 6 substantially faster now that Freya is a little more powerful and doesn't die early. Still can't quite clear stage 7 because whoa, screen's really bugging out there. Stage 7 is where it starts adding the 2 crab side minions, which is a pretty substantial jump in difficulty, and though Raji can get pretty far into it, he simply can't clear it on his own, so I really need to get another green affinity character up to probably level 66 star with a little bit better gear, and then we can start looking at clearing 7 pretty easily, but we're close, we're just not quite there yet. In Roaring Tulpa, as you can see, we've made it up to stage 7. Can't quite beat it, much like Queen of Tides, because 7 is where it starts adding the side minions. It gets a little more challenging, and it's just overall a pretty big jump in difficulty from stage 6. I am able to farm stage 6 substantially faster now between the green characters and adding a little more gear to Zachary, so we're doing pretty well here. It's not a big jump in gear, but being able to get some of the 4-star gear is a big power spike over having to use 2 and 3-star, so it is worth farming some. And that's what I've been doing there. As you can see in the Foodies guide, we are to stage 1, tier 35. So I was able to, very recently here, clear, which one was it? I want to say I cleared Bounty Hunt stage 10, and then I did the Stronger Gear, doing all the owning and equipping higher rarity stuff, clearing Adventure Chapter 4 on hard, Glyphs up to tier 3, and now we are to the 10 arena battles, which I've done 4 so far today, and I'll be able to wrap that one up really easily. So that's going pretty good there. And then the main thing I've been working on this last week when I've been playing is getting through the campaign. So on the hard campaign, we are still all the way through chapter 5, sitting at starting chapter 6. Primarily, I've been working through the standard difficulty common. We are now through chapter 7, that is wrapped up. We have completed chapter 8, and we are on to chapter 9. So we are in the last 2 chapters of the standard difficulty, which I believe should unlock us the mythic, and if not, getting through the rest of hard will do that. I can't remember exactly when it opens up, but I know we're getting real close, just about to finish out the common difficulty, and being, what is it here, a little over halfway or about halfway. Yeah, basically at the halfway point on the hard campaign. So we're making good progress through the campaign, which is one of the biggest things that can hold you back, is not being able to farm effectively for the XP jelly and for glyphs. So getting through this and completing that common difficulty is going to be another big jump for us when we get there. And then in the guild boss, I was today, let's see, where is it here? I was able to make a pretty substantial jump in damage. Here we are. So I was hitting for, I want to say, the low 10,000, so it was like 12 to 13,000-ish, give or take, and with a little changes to Raji and then bringing Freya up to 50, I was able to hit the blue armored incursion for 2375 on auto today, so that was a pretty substantial jump from where I was at before. Feeling pretty good about that. Got me some decent rewards, and we're doing well there. that pretty much wraps it up for the progress we've made. Overall, I haven't been able to play on this account as much as I was thinking I would going into this series, but that does mean that I've probably played this much more accurately to someone who's just playing the game casually, rather than someone who's, making YouTube videos on it and playing pretty regularly. So I feel like it's been a very authentic experience for, say, a new player that was only using elites, or someone who wanted to just casually play and didn't get really lucky with the shard pulls. But it's been a lot of fun. It's shown me that you really don't get roadblocked if you're not pulling really crazy rare champions. I really haven't felt held back at all at any time playing this. And as you can see from following the different episodes and seeing where we're at today, it may not have cleared the whole game in the 1 month of playing casually, but we've definitely made really good progress. And like I said, I really haven't felt held back at all. It's been challenging at times, but really getting better champions wouldn't have just automatically made this go better. It would have added a little more utility to characters and might have made it a little bit easier. But having rare champions definitely isn't the end-all be-all of progressing in this game. And I've been having a really good time just using the elites and learning how they work, since other than a few raw stats, some of them have just as unique abilities as some of the elites and even legendaries. So I think it's been a really good experience. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I'm planning to continue playing on this account, at least casually, if nothing more than just to have max level elite characters so that I could try and do some build guides for them later and, test them in the late game, as where I may not be able to do that as much on my main account, building out a lot of epics and legendaries and whatnot. So I'm planning to keep this account around. I probably won't do as many weekly updates since it is slower progress now, but let me know what you guys think on that point, because I definitely could keep doing updates, or even just a monthly update, or, champion updates, or any of that. I could kind of do whatever, but I am planning to keep playing on it, and because I am really enjoying it. But now going forward, I'm probably going to slowly move back into trying to do some more champion guides for the main channel, maybe talk about a few changes that have been brought to the game, and just kind of re-varying up the content I'm doing. But anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I hope it's taught you a little bit about how the lower tier champions work, and to not feel bad about not pulling the top tier champions in the game, and that you can still progress with a little effort just like anybody else. And I hope you guys are having fun with the game yourselves. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.